ॐ अजाय नमः। ॐ अव्ययाय नमः। ॐ अविनाशिने नमः। ॐ अचिन्त्याय नमः। ॐ अप्रमेयाय नमः। ॐ अनिकेताय नमः। ॐ अनुशासनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ अन्तःसाक्षिणे नमः। ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ आत्मस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ आङ्ग्लभाषाविदुत्तमाय नमः। ॐ ईश्वराय नमः। ॐ उदारहृदयाय नमः। ॐ उत्साहवर्धकाय नमः। ॐ एकस्मै नमः। ॐ ओङ्कारविदे नमः। ॐ करुणासागराय नमः। ॐ कर्मपरायणाय नमः। ॐ कालातीताय नमः। ॐ कैवल्यस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ कृतात्मने नमः। ॐ कृतकृत्याय नमः। ॐ गीताज्ञानयज्ञप्रचारकाय नमः। ॐ गुरवे नमः। ॐ गुणातीताय नमः। ॐ ग्रन्थकृते नमः। ॐ चिन्मयाय नमः। ॐ चिन्मसंशयाय नमः। ॐ जगदात्मने नमः। ॐ जगत्साक्षिणे नमः। ॐ जनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ जितेन्द्रियाय नमः। ॐ जीवब्रह्मैक्यविदे नमः। ॐ जीवन्मुक्ताय नमः। ॐ जीर्णमन्दिरोद्धारकाय नमः। ॐ तपोवनशिष्याय नमः। ॐ तपस्विने नमः। ॐ तापनाशनाय नमः। ॐ तीर्थस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ तेजस्विने नमः। ॐ देहातीताय नमः। ॐ द्वन्द्वातीताय नमः। ॐ दृढनिश्चयाय नमः। ॐ धर्मसंस्थापकाय नमः। ॐ धीमते नमः। ॐ धीराय नमः। ॐ धैर्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ नारायणाय नमः। ॐ निजानन्दाय नमः। ॐ निरपेक्षाय नमः। ॐ निःस्पृहाय नमः। ॐ निरुपमाय नमः। ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः। ॐ नित्याय नमः। ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः। ॐ परमाय नमः। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पावनाय नमः। ॐ पावकाय नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः। ॐ बलासक्तिरहिताय नमः। ॐ बहुभक्ताय नमः। ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः। ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः। ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः। ॐ भूम्ने नमः। ॐ महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः। ॐ महर्षये नमः। ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः। ॐ मनोहराय नमः। ॐ महात्मने नमः। ॐ मेधाविने नमः। ॐ यदात्मने नमः। ॐ यज्ञकृते Vishvase Namaha. Om Loka Prasiddhaya Namaha. Om Vagbhine Namaha. Om Vibhave Namaha. Om Vinoda Priyaya Namaha. Om Vinayashilaya Namaha. Om Vitaragaya Namaha. Om Vedanta Vidyaya Namaha. Om Shantaya Namaha. Om Shanti Pradaya Namaha. Om Shastrodharakaya Namaha. Om Shuddha Sattvaya Namaha. Om Shruti Paragaya Namaha. Om Shrotriyaya Namaha. Om Sannyasine Namaha. Om Samabuddhaye Namaha. Om Satchidanandaya Namaha. Om Sarvavishta Chindakaya Namaha. Om Santushtaya Namaha. Om Santushtaya Namaha. Om Sadhave Namaha. Om Sumanase Namaha. Om Suhrute Namaha. Om Swayam Jyotishe Namaha. Om Sthita Prajnaya Namaha. Om Shamashilaya Namaha. Om Jnanamurtaye Namaha. Om Jnana Yogine Namaha. Om Jnana Triptaya Namaha. Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha. Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha. Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Yours is the 56th name. You have crossed half. I have finished the half century here. 108 names are the names of Pujya Gurudev, and we have completed up to 55 yesterday. 56th is Nityaaya Namah, to him who is the eternal one. Now, it is important to know that why these names are even given to Gurudev. A person who is accomplished is well known to the people in the world. A person may be in the world of sports, in the world of movies, in the world of let us say politics or education, any field. What is most important is not how many people know him. That is not important, because there are celebrities who are known to the world. But how many people are eternal in their names? Meaning, how many people are known forever? Many of them shoots to their celebrity status or something for some time. On their own action, they fall down. Isn't that? You've seen so many of them. And that is true in every field, even in spirituality, I would say. So many people whom regard they as guru, etc. But then their own actions will bring them down. So what makes a person eternal? Not the body. Today also I was talking on Kaivalya Upanishad. Na karmana, na prajaya, danena, tyageneke amrutatva manashu. Amrutatva means eternality. Na mridam gacchati idi amrutam. That which is never subject to death. What can never be subject to death? That which doesn't change. Because anything that is subject to change is constantly going towards its own destruction. There are only 6 modifications that are said to be of everything. Asti, Jayate, Vardate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. Is born, grows, changes, decays and dies. And anything you take, that is the truth. You buy an apple, apple is not a good example because they plasticize it in such a way it never goes.
Never goes bad.
You take a banana, for example. That's better. You can't do much to it. And you keep it for some time. If it is a real, ripe, good banana, it won't stay more than few days. Not in the fridge. In the fridge, everything will become Nitya only. Even if you put yourself inside, it will become Nitya. But if you take anything else, as I said, the banana fruit. When you plug it from the tree, it is fresh. The moment it is outside or taken away from its contact with life, it loses its life, its freshness. Flower. As long as it is in the tree, it is good. The moment you take it out, immediately the decay will start. What is the decay? First originally it is. The flower doesn't come suddenly. It is already there. Then it starts manifesting as a flower. Right? Asti Jayate. Then Vardate, it grows. Various petals, etc. Then Viparinamate, changes to color according to the weather, etc. Then Apakshiyate, start withering away. Then Vinashyati. When the child is born, Jayate. And he is so cute or she is so cute, and mother always says, don't just grow, stay there only. I would like to see the child, but what can you do? The child grows not only physically, psychologically also. Vardate. And as he grows to become a teenager, you see the changes from a loving and cute and playful young child. He will start giving answer in one word, one sentence, and then it will go to one word. How was your day today? Oh, it is nice, mom. That is sentence. After some time, how was your day? Good. It becomes short. After some time, even that won't come. Why? You asking same question every day. You know the answer. So that is viparinama, parinama. Then apakshiyate, slowly, if anything starts decaying, loosening, vinashyati. So, and that is true to all beings, all things. Anything that is made of matter is subject to this. So our rishis have found that if everything is subject to change, everything is constantly going through the change, what is the purpose of existence? This very question would not come to a thing, any living being who doesn't put their mind or intellect to ask. A dog or a cat or a buffalo or a bird doesn't ask this question. They go about doing the same thing. Whereas you and I, hopefully, would ask the question, why? And that's why when your child is growing up, when it asks why, don't get upset. That is the growth. That is the nature of a human existence. And if you have to ask your child to shut up, don't ask questions, then you want the child to become an animal. That's all it is. One boy was asking the mother for dad, Daddy, why sky is blue? Why the birds are flying and we are not able to fly? Why in the tree one flower is blue, another is red? Why this tree gives fruit and that doesn't give? So the daddy said, you're asking too many questions. But when you grow up, you will know the answers. The boy turned to him and said, That means you didn't grow. You are supposed to know the answer. If I grow up and I know the answer, you have grown up and you should know the answer. So the curiosity is there in human mind. And that is what made all the technology possible. If nobody was curious, we would have been living still in the forest in between, like a, what is called Stone Age only. That very intellect which we have is a blessing. At one level, we have started looking at the external world and started asking questions, anything and everything about the matter. As Gurudev would say, the Western world was focusing on the nature of things around. And they have developed the curiosity, and that is what is called science, wanting to know why. So our Swamiji's writings are from the effect, you try to understand the cause and find the relationship between these two. If it is sun or sunny or shining and shining sun, or it is raining, you ask what makes the rain possible. So you find clouds. Where the cloud come from? And go on inquiring, and suddenly you will find it is because of a particular phenomena that happens. So cause hunting has been the human mind. So also with the medical science, with all this astronomy, astrology, all material sciences have developed only because questioning intellect. So in the Western world, they continuously engaged in wanting to know the cause of everything. At the same time, in the Eastern world, they did not have that much of curiosity to know about the phenomenal world. And you may wonder why. Why they did not have that interest, while the Western world had that. Do you know? Western world was interested in understanding the matter, and while the Eastern world was not interested in them. Most of the religion came from the East. Why? The reason is very simple. In the West, they were fighting with nature. In the East, they were loving the nature. In the Western world, it is always harsh weather conditions. Most of the Western world, 6 months only you will have the proper weather conditions. 6 other months you will have to preserve things. You will not get it. So therefore, they had to find out the ways and means of controlling the nature, so that the nature will become obliging to them. The conveniences and comforts they want to derive from the nature should be available even when the harsh nature condition is there. The refrigeration, transport, storage, all these are all because they have to preserve sustenance. While in the East, most of the part of the East, the weather was conducive almost throughout the year. Therefore, they consider mother nature. Nature is mother, constantly providing, caring. Therefore, they did not have their mind set to know more about that because it's taken for granted. Therefore, they were able to go within. You are able to go within you, within yourself, within understanding mind, etc., only when your basic needs are taken care. As Vivekananda put very clearly, if a person is hungry, don't teach Vedanta. First of all, give food. When a person is hungry, give him food. After giving him food, educate him, so that he will find his own work. Or after feeding him, give him work. After giving him work, educate him. After education, he will find his own work. Only when he gets educated, give him the way to spirituality. A person who is even struggling to exist, daily food is not available. What kind of spirituality he can understand? So when the mind has been given the body has been provided the basic needs, the mind has become quiet and calm, and such a mind started becoming introvert. And questions about why am I here? What is the purpose of existence? What is this world? Why the world is what it is? What is the support of this world? What sustains this world? And obviously the answer can be not you and I sustain this world. I and you are come and we won't be there forever. So we are not the ones who are sustaining this world. So it is going on. It's already there. So therefore they were able to further go deeper and deeper, and they have understood the world of the sunshine, the wind, the water, the rain, everything is happening so cohesively, not fighting with each other. Just like in our body also, various parts of the body which we know, there are 100 other parts of the body we don't know. They are all working together. They are not fighting with each other. If you take a food, and as soon as the food goes inside, the whole process starts so cohesively until it is completely done. Nobody is fighting inside. If it starts fighting inside, there will be a problem there. What is called autoimmune disease. And you are just fighting with each other. Then there will be a problem inside. So in the same way, external world also, everything is happening as though they are meant to finish one and the next one takes over. Why? How is that possible without a possible intelligence behind this? If you walk into somebody's house and everything is in order, there must be an intelligent person living. Go to a teenager's room, it will be chaos. Because that person is not using the intelligence to remain there. So there must have a brain behind the creation. If you and I can be so intelligently ask questions, the one who created this world must be more intelligent than us. Obviously. If you are using a computer and it is functioning so well, let us say, at least in the beginning, the one who designed the computer must be more intelligent than the user. He knows what he will use it for, therefore he has created it. Isn't that true? So, if this world is working so cohesively, so complementing each other, there must be a power. This, they have only proposed. They only proposed this. And they said, Bhishasmat vada pavate. Bhishad udedi surya. Bhishad agnischa indrascha. Mrityuhu davati panchama iti. It is, the phenomenal world is working, whatever it is doing, it is due to an orderliness. And they are functioning out of respect for a greater one. See, like my eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, hands, legs, all of them are doing it for whom? Me. My eyes are seeing for that person. My ears are listening for this person. My walking for another person. No, it's all for me. It's for me. Eyes are seeing, ears are listening, nose is smelling, breathing is going on. In the same way, the whole thing is happening for whom? That's the question they asked. Why is this happening? For whom? For whom? Because of whom? It may be X. We don't know X. But it's really powerful. So they gave the name to that as Ishwar. The very word means controller. So you may have in your own financial controller. What is that? Production controller. What is that? One who knows exactly when to start, when to end, and how the process should be. How much to invest, where to invest, how to put in and how to put it out. How to invest, and also when to take it out. Where and how to distribute. Is it not in our body also? You take the food here, and can the throat claim or the tongue claim, I took it, therefore it is mine. For the whole body. No particular part of the body can claim it is for me only. When it starts, that's called cancer. One part of the body claims more than others. It starts growing. And in a healthy body, the entire thing is spread. The entire thing is distributed properly. Right? So they have come to have a proposition. There must be something. Like any scientific inquiry is starting with a hypothesis, possibility. Similarly, there must be something which is happening. And that one was there before the creation. If creation has begun at some point of time, if that is a proposal, the one which has been responsible for the creation should have been before that. It cannot be part of the creation. Our problem is we are trying to understand that with the help of what is created. In terms of time, you want to know what is the origin of time. How will you do that? Can you do? Time itself is a phenomenon. With the time, how will you know what is the origin of time? It is like a child is asking the mother, Mommy, where was I when you got married? What is your answer? You are not there. Where was I? You see, we never find ourselves absent. Huh? If you are not here, you are somewhere else. If you have invited your friends and they are not here, they are in Super Bowl. They are not here, but they are somewhere else. So the child will ask, I was not there. Yes. Where was I then? Where was I? There is no question of, you were not there. I cannot be not there. I cannot be absent. A matter can be absent. Or matter can be in another form. See, if you say this plate, what do you call it? Plaque is there. It was not there before in this form. It was a wood. It was made to make it appear like a plaque. Right? It's another form. So you will ask, which form I was? In which form? But in some form or the other I was there. So if the creator of the universe, if at all X factor is there, it cannot be absent. Therefore, they have come to make this statement. Sadeva saumye idamagra asi. Sad eva asi. Existence was there. Existence alone was there. With no particular object. Objects were not there. But existence is there. Now, this is where they become abstract. You have to become abstract when it comes to philosophy. Don't look abstract, but you have to think abstract. Say like if this thing is there, if you say it is there, the plate is there, the chair is there. Now if I remove, chair is there. If I remove the chair, carpet is there. If I remove the carpet, the floor is there. If I remove the floor, what is there? Space is there. The space you remove, if at all. Ease will be there. That may become abstract now. Matter won't be there, but the existence will continue. This is little difficult to understand because this is how our masters thought about. Existence can never be absent because the very nature of existence is. Now, this is one way of thinking. If the matter were to be existing, if I am able to experience the existence of this plate, before even the existence of this plate, I should be there. Right? I should be aware of existence. Without me being aware of my own existence, how will I know the existence of this plate? Who knows this plate? You, right? You who knows the absence of this plate now? So you are there. You were there even before, even there now, and you will continue to be there if everything else is absent. This nature of being there forever, even in the absence of matter, is called Nitya. That's why I am coming to that point. Satyam yad tat nityam. That which is existence, which continue to ever exist, irrespective of whether objects are there or not. That is what is called Nityam. In a beautiful text called Drik Drishya Viveka, Bhagavan Shankaracharya puts it very beautifully. I think nobody else can make that kind of a analysis. And the logic of Shankaracharya is phenomenal. Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Drik. I can see an object which is called Drishyam, seen. But that object cannot be known or seen without eyes. So he calls these two as perceived, perceiver, seen, seer. So in this object, an object is perceived, seen, perceived, seer. They will settle. So object is seen, and the one which is seeing. I want the attention. If you lose the attention, you will lose the logic. The seen object is there. The object is seen and the eyes are the seer. There is a relationship. Between the seer and the seen, what is known as seeing takes place. Let us see. If the object is not there, will the eyes see? It will see the absence. Be careful. That's why I said you be alert here. Object is seen. In the absence of seen, seer will continue to see the absence. Correct or not? Hope you are following the. So, therefore, the seer is not dependent on the seen. Whereas the seen is depending upon the seer. Because if nobody is seeing, will it exist? Will it exist? If nobody is seeing, huh? Will it exist? To whom? If there is a group of blind people and anything you keep is not known, to whom? To whom it is known? So, the object is seen and the eyes are the seer. In the absence of the object, the seer continues. And change that is happening in the seen does not affect this. And the presence and absence of the object does not affect this. And even the total absence of the object, seer will continue. Correct? Now, let us move further. You know you have your eyes open, correct? Now? Now? I am?
Eyes closed.
Eyes closed. I know that I have eyes closed. When open, I know. So who knows my eyes are open or closed? Go further, inside. Who knows my eyes are open now? I mean, not you. I'm not asking. But my own eyes I have opened, or let us say, my eyes are clear. Now, when there is a cataract or anything, so I'm not able to see properly. So the condition of the eye, unmilidam milidam. Closing and opening of the eyes is known not to the eyes, but to the mind. The mind knows the condition of the eye. Whether it is open or closed. Right? So when you are going to sleep, in the state of sleep, obviously your eyes are closed. Some of them keep the eyes are open and then sleep also. Especially in the class. One person was sitting in the right in the front, first row, and he slept. I mean, not in my class. So obviously, somebody asked, the speaker slowly asked, wake him up. And then one was next to that person was his wife only. Sir, you put him to sleep, you wake him up. No, I can't do that. Some people keep the eyes and go to sleep. That will be scary to watch. Now, so in my mind, I know that the eyes are open or eyes are closed. Now, apply the same principle of this. The condition of the eye is known to the mind. But even if the eyes are closed, that is also known. So whether the eyes are not there or there, doesn't affect the mind. Condition of the eyes does not affect the mind. Therefore, mind is independent of the eyes. Mind exists, even eyes are not. Eyes include all other equipments also. Nose, hands, speech, everything. Now, my mind, sometimes it is happy, sometimes it is agitated, sometimes angry, sometimes... So various thoughts, various emotions, various feelings that are going on in my mind, in everybody's mind. So morning, let us say, when I wake up, I was fresh, I was happy, and then I had few things to do, so those thoughts were going on. After some time, I happened to get an unpleasant news, my mind has become disturbed. So it was pleasant and unpleasant, and then it was neutral, and then again some happiness, some anger. So various thoughts and emotions have passed through my mind. Now, question is, who knows that? Who is able to judge? This is a nice thought, this is not a nice thought. This is a negative thought, this is a positive thought. This is anger, this is joy. Buddhi. The intellect is capable of judging the nature of the mind. And that's why it's called buddhi. Janta hai, usko. What nature of it is? To know, not to feel, to know. So that's why when the child goes to the school, what you are developing is an intellect. Yeah? So that is why the fellow is very curious to know everything. Ask him to feel, it will be very little difficult for that boy or girl. When it is a small child, it will be in the world of feelings. In the world of feelings, the way the mother would treat the child will not be the way the father would treat or the brother would treat. So it knows the feelings. But the moment it starts going to the education or the school, it moves from mind to intellect. Questioning. And then again feelings will come much later only. It becomes sensitive to feelings much later. But the growth of the child to move from the feeling world to knowing world. And then from knowing world to the feeling world. So this transition time is the teenager. And you will find that that fellow is so dry. My son is so dry, he doesn't have a feeling at all. Developing the intellect. Don't try anything else. He will come to the feeling much later. Anyway, he has to suffer the feeling later on. So intellect judges the nature of the mind. They apply the same thing. Intellect is independent of the mind, and the condition of the mind is known to the intellect, and even if the mind is not there, intellect is there watching. That I was absent-minded actually. One absent-minded professor was coming out of his lab, and there is a swinging, that the door. He went on round. Somebody asked, what are you doing? I was not sure whether going in or coming out. So this goes on. So the mind may have its own feelings and emotions, but intellect is able to judge. This is correct and this is not right. This ability to understand what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is bad, that is the nature of the intellect. It is called Nischayatmika Buddhihi, Sankalpatmakam Manaha. Mind is subject to such constant flux, whereas the intellect is subject to steadiness. It can determine, it can decide, it can be firm. Now, interesting thing is, even that intellect is known. When? When you go to sleep, not now. When you go to the state of sleep, where the intellect is also absent, no judgment takes place, no feelings, no activity of the senses, no experience of the world. And at the end of the sleep, you wake up. Where was I? What did happen? What was I thinking? Was I thinking at all? How long I slept? Who knows? If you are not known when you went to sleep, and when you wake up, you do not know how long you slept. Or when you wake up, you don't have a watch in front of you, you would not know how long you slept. Who will tell you? If you don't have a watch, that's why it's called watch. You have to watch. If you don't have a watch, you don't have a clock, how do you know that how long you slept? Huh? So the intellect is asking this question: how long I slept? Where was I? I was there, but where was I? I know I slept. It was very pleasant. Now, if buddhi is also absent, which is judging buddhi, but you experienced joy or a bliss or a peace, who or what? What was there? What was there in the absence of buddhi? Called awareness. This awareness is one which is present even as the intellect becomes absent. So, anything that was there for some time and not there at another point of time is anityam. And anything that which is always there, even if you don't notice, that is nityam. So now the rishis who have gone deep into the science of understanding observation, they realize that this awareness is never absent. If that were absent, the buddhi will become not known. So awareness is, and the buddhi functions in the presence of awareness, in mind, then senses and the world. The world is experienced therefore through the eyes, by the mind, under the supervision of the intellect, and the presence of awareness. Another interesting phenomena which I failed to tell you about is when you are seeing anything, let us say I am seeing this object, I see it, it doesn't see me. It doesn't know my presence. I know its presence. Similarly, eyes can know the presence of objects. Objects would not know the presence of the eyes. Mind will know the presence of the eyes. Eyes would not know the presence of the mind. Intellect will know the presence of the mind. Mind cannot judge the intellect. Awareness knows the intellect. Intellect can never understand what that awareness is. It cannot judge. This one, therefore, is considered as the eternal witness. Nitya. So one who has gone deeper in his journey to understand oneself comes to realize, I am awareness. Until then I thought I am a body which has minds, eyes, ears, nose, thing. Then I understand, no, I have a mind. That itself is a great transition. That's where makes the human mind, human intellect. Then I am mind, and then intellect, then I am awareness. So when you move from I am the intellect, I am my thoughts, I am my opinions, I am my ideas, I am my judgments, to I am awareness, you have made a great leap from being just a man of the world to a spiritually aware individual. So it is a very, very important scientific process. It is not, I say you believe kind of a religion. Hinduism is not merely a dictatorial, thou shalt do this, otherwise you perish. There is discussion. The teacher has to answer the questions. Whatever be the stupid question this disciple will ask, he has to answer. But only by appeasing the intellect of the student, slowly the teacher is able to transport him to the next. And that is why conversation. In our Puranas are all conversations. Gita is filled with conversation. Upanishads are all about discussions. Why? Because nothing should be taken for granted. Everything has to be analyzed. And this analysis is called Mimamsa. When the analysis about the world and the phenomenal world and Swarga, it is called Purva Mimamsa. About the inner world, about how we are functioning, it is called Uttara Mimamsa. Upanishads are Uttara Mimamsa. Mimamsa means to analyze. Thus, therefore, one who has reached that awareness which is constant, Nitya, from that standpoint, at least even intellectually you understand that there is this awareness which is eternal. Now you ask this question, if this is eternal, then rest of them are all ephemeral, changing. So this Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivek is the first and foremost quality of a student. He must understand that there is something called eternal, from which standpoint everything else is changing. And change always brings uncertainty, fear, and sometimes suffering. Most of the time suffering. A condition to another condition is not easy. So when the child is growing, child always wanted to grow to the next. No, I want to become teenager. I want to become an adult. Once it has become adult, I don't want to grow there further. I want to stay here. No, you have to go further. It has to happen. Change always brings certain uncertainty, fear and suffering. Right? So until we realize that I am not subject to change, I am the awareness, the soul which is eternal. From that standpoint, even the physical body and body related, all relationships are subject to change. So once one realizes that, he is ready to accept the change. Krishna says, you were there all the time, Arjuna. I was there all the time. You will be there all the time. Don't worry. Whatever you see here as moving and changing, you cannot stop. Even if you want to. Do you think this Bhishma, Drona and all these people will be forever, eternally? Or not even you. Everybody has to change and move. But in you, in me, in everyone, there is this constant awareness. That doesn't change. That's what you really are. Tat Tvam Asi. That is what you are. So it is intellectually challenging to think in that direction, but a sadhu or a saint would not merely remain as intellectually aware of this. But he moves to become that awareness. And that's what is called Nididhyasanam or Dhyan, where a person reaches that Nitya Swarupa of oneself, the eternal nature of oneself. So Gurudev, who studied under Swami Tapovan, was a very curious intellectual. As you have seen in the movie, he was not a person who was looking for some spiritual solutions to problems. He was actually very aware of the social issues during the British and later on also. So he was not looking for any spiritual guidance at all. But when he went to Swami Ishwaranandaji and he saw him, how is this person ever bubbling with joy, inspiring, laughing and doing seva without expecting anything from anybody? How is he able to do it? as against his own perception of earlier, the sadhus were most of the time, cheating people and this and that. Here is a person who is so honest. And he, in spite of being a doctor, he never was even having the pride or kind of ego of being a person of medical knowledge. And no, he was down to earth to everybody, writing books, meeting people, conducting satsangs, going and doing the seva to the people, solving people's issues, not only medical, others, various other domestic and other problems. He was so like a breeze. That impressed him a lot. So he went to ask him, how is that? How could you do this? So, Swami Ishwaranandaji, I think you are asking too many questions. You are intellectually stimulated. You need to go to another master, contemporary, who will answer your questions. That's why he sent to Swami Tapovanam. So when he went to Swami Tapovanam and started learning under his guidance, he realized how much he missed. He realized how much the people are missing. How much of knowledge is already hidden in our scriptures. And people are not even opening to read it. Thus, therefore, he decided to come, and you and I are able to meet today is because of somebody took a decision long time back that I need to reach the people to understand this knowledge. So, one who has thus given us the correct knowledge about the scriptures and a message of purpose, to live with a purpose. We adore him, respect him, revere him, worship him as the one who not only showed us the path to eternality, he himself is eternal. He himself is the changeless one. That's why Mahatmas are not cremated. They are buried because they forever exist to guide the people. So he was given a samadhi sthal. That's what is in Siddhabari. Because anybody who goes there and prays to such a Mahatma will still get the guidance. If you go to Tiruvannamalai and such other places where Maharishi, Ramana Maharshi had lived, and that very room in which he met people, even today when you go there, a strong presence you will find. If you have tuned your mind to the presence of Ramana Maharshi, you will get absorbed for hours together. That happened to me once. First time when I went there, and it's this much, a little bigger. You've been there? Little bigger than this room, and there used to be a big cot on which you usually would sit, and people are allowed to just sit there. There's a lot of pattern. So I went there and I sat. And that much only I know. And I closed my eyes. And when I woke up, it was already 2-3 hours gone. I did not even know. So much of power of absorption there. He has lived there, and that intensity of his meditation or intensity of his presence, even now, you can experience. So these masters are not just physical beings. They are eternal masters. They are appearing in front of us as physical beings, but their purpose is different. And once they have accomplished to that extent whatever they need to do, they leave the physical body but continue to bless whoever comes. And if you have the right frame of mind and tune of mind, you will still feel their presence. There's no doubt about that. So they are Nitya. They are always there. As well as Bhagavan is Nitya, even the masters are also Nitya. It is after all his own hands and legs. But the masters who are nothing but the avatar of the Lord only for a limited period of time. They come and guide the people to the right direction, move. So that is the reason why we worship them or adore them. And praise them as the one who is eternally present. Nityaaya Namah. So in this year we have taken up to explain this because this is the 25th year after he left the body. 25th. He left his body in 1993. So 2018 is the 25th year after he left his physical body. So this year we have actually the Mahasamadhi camp at San Diego. That is where his body was. He had left his body. So you are all welcome to attend the camp. Details are there in our. So there will be a lot of activities for the children, youth, young adults, various workshops, presentations, discussions, talks, satsangs, bhajans, yoga, meditation, all sort of various things. So you are welcome to join us. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo